Oh, look at us. Oh, how fun. Cool. There we go. Yes. Buddies. Buddies, buddies, buddies. What is going on? What is going on? Let me make sure y'all can hear me good. Because we are up to something today. Hold on. Let me make sure you can hear me good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm waiting for y'all to get on over here. Come on in. Come on in. Yay! You can hear me okay. What's going on? It's your girl Firestarter from the world famous Vertical. I'm just testing out some new equipment today, and I just stopped in to talk to you because, y'all, it is Vertical Joe's anniversary. Okay, February 6th is our anniversary date. We've been at it time, so we wanted to celebrate our anniversary a little bit differently this time. So for those who are new to our channel who don't know us, we are the world famous Vertical Joe's, the professional playground. We are a safe space for people to come and dance, and we are adults, so it's 21 plus at our facility. Have a great time dancing with each other, moving with each other, but also relieving stress and providing a safe space. Vertical Joe's is more than just a dance studio. We are a lifestyle. We travel, we shop, we have a book club. We do so many things together because our clients are some of everybody, mothers, career women, fathers, okay, dancers, entertainers, actors. We are some of everybody. So we really wanted to do something a bit different with our anniversary this year. So for the Vertical Joe's anniversary this year, we are rolling out the Zebra's Lair. And I know you've been hearing about it and you're like, what is it? The Zebra's Lair is basically, you know how clubs have their clubhouse. It's gonna be the zebras lair. So it's gonna be where the zebras play, where our members hang out, so we can have a space that's separate from the studio space. Because sometimes we're at the studio and then boom, like a pole rental pops up and just, we love our pole rentals, but a lot of times it just may disturb the vibe of what the actual studio, is experiencing. We also just want a space that's just for us so that, we can have our time to play. So I'm very excited about it. We'll have a variety of meetup events, um, talks, just, come in, talk, socialize, game night, some of everything. But mainly it's going to be our member spot. We will host a variety of different rentals. So if you've seen like our pole rentals, it's going to house our pole rentals, our showroom. If you've seen our clothing rentals, it's going to have our costumes for rent there. It's also going to always have shopping available. So for those of you who like to shop our shoes, they will all be available at the Zebra's Lair. Now, the best part about the Zebra's Lair is that it comes full 360 for us because it is attached to the Beaver Beauty Academy, and the Beaver Beauty Academy holds former instructors from the world famous Vertical Joe's and former interns as well. So we are basically aligned with a beauty school. So that means that not only can you hang out at Zebra's Lair, but you can go get a massage or get your nails done or get your hair done. Okay, I really love that for us because it's going to be even more fellowship and network going on. So y'all, let me tell you, I got new toys. Wait for it, wait for it. I got a hold on. Yay, shout out to Lair. So super duper excited to bring that to you. So our kickoff date for the Zebra Lair is February 13th. Okay, that's when we're hosting our first class in the space. And it's more like a soft opening until we get the layering, honey. Okay, but we will kick off with Afro beats with our fabulous Lane Wonder, and we'll also have trap yoga with our amazing hypnotic. So we hope that you will join us at the Zebra's Lair. Okay, so for those of you hanging out with me live today, we are doing our first podcast of the year. So we already have a podcast, but we don't always post. I feel like we haven't had as many topics, so I've just been collecting topics to talk about, and I figured we would go live and talk about the damn thing. That way you can drop comments and give us your feedback and have like a head start on everything before we post it to the world. So as you can see, today's podcast is Vertical Joe's Does Usher, baby. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Usher Raymond today, and I'm super excited to talk about him because I mean, what isn't he doing? Okay, and we wouldn't be mentioning him if we didn't get to work with Usher. So we're gonna talk about it. Now, before I dive into that, let me just tell you my outfit, y'all. My outfit is from Amazon, y'all. I know y'all been seeing this dress. I feel like I had this dress before all the celebrities got it because I was like, oh, that's a hilarious outfit. I would totally wear that. And I hosted Dance Filthy in it. But I also know that these designers see and make versions of it. So this right here, I cannot wait to wear it. I wore it to Dance Filthy in November. I haven't worn it out to an event. I'm waiting for the right event to wear it to, but I figure I'd wear it for you guys today. And I'm rocking Candy Press nails today, okay? But I'm telling you, I got to make you a video because I had a lot of moving and cleaning and stuff to do there, and I've popped some of my nails off, and it was just the cutest French set. Ain't it cute? It's just longer than what I'm used to. Look, I done popped them off real good. I'm showing you what I got left, but I'm gonna come back with the full set because Candy Press is the best press on nails. I'm trying to tell you, I love Candy Press so much. Y'all, it's Black History Month and we're celebrating our fellow Black entrepreneurs. So our featured book is Pole Dancer by Nikki St. John. It's my first time reading it, and I'm super excited to read it with you. And in case you don't know, we have Lap Dance for Lovers coming up this weekend. It is virtual with Chris Styles on February 10th. So I need you to be in the building. So if you are not in Atlanta, if you're not in Atlanta, okay, and you want to see your boo, or if you are in Atlanta and you can't make it to Lap Dance for Lovers on February 17th, I need you to sign up for Lap Dance for Lovers February 10th. Or if you are sure who your boo thing is going to be this year, go ahead and sign up for the virtual Lap Dance for Lovers, okay? All right, if you need to wait and see who act right, okay, hold off and sign up for the Lap Dance for Lovers in Atlanta in person. But this weekend is Lap Dance for Lovers and you need to be there. If you don't know what Lap Dance for Lovers is, it is our couples class where you're going to bump and grind and learn an interactive lap dance routine based on lap riders, all right? So with that said, let's get into it. So, Usher Raymond, okay, what hasn't he done? All right, definitely an Atlanta trendsetter, pioneer. I feel like photographer definitely probably has it on their list, especially if you're based out of Atlanta, to work with Usher. We know that Atlanta influences everything, and he's definitely one of the artists who has showed that the South has something to say and has made a way for a lot of people, provided a lot of jobs for a lot of people, created a lot of great sounds for a lot of people. We know numerous people that have worked on different Usher projects. So I went down the Club Shay Shay rabbit hole, y'all. Um it started with it wasn't Cat Williams. I think it started with 21 Savage. I was watching a 21 Savage interview, and I love watching Shay Shay shine, y'all, because you know what I'm saying, he an old country dude, okay, but he gets it in. I love his accent, and I love the questions that he asked to his guest. But I especially enjoyed Usher's interview because just hearing him talk about different places in Atlanta, or Chattanooga and surrounding areas, or him talking about, you know, working with Jermaine Dupri. And I just remember following this journey of Usher's growth and just seeing him go from, you know, a young superstar to a grown superstar. So it was really cool because I guess we don't see a lot of interviews from him often, but I love seeing people like him interview because we came up when they had art work for Marvelous. Marvelous is Marvin McIntyre and his wife. Tell you, they groomed so many amazing artists, like and they had people like I would be there. I did choreography and I did personal training, and you know they would make groups and make artists, you know, in this space. And I feel like artist development is like a lost art now. And in artist development they always had media training, like they were trained so that if they went to do an interview that they'd be ready, you know what I mean, that they would know what to say. Or if they asked them something controversial, they knew how to navigate, they knew how to not make people look bad, they knew how not to embarrass themselves, they knew what to say, they knew what not to say. Because some people now, you know, they just do anything, say anything. And not to say you can't be yourself, but you can be yourself and get your point across. But people who are media trained, they just move differently, you know what I mean? So i I also saw that bit of like media training, you know, in Usher, that he had like answers that made you think, you know, a lot harder, you know. And I feel like Shay did a really good job of prepping the right questions to ask him. So it made me think further about Usher and how he's taken over the Super Bowl this year. And I wanted to talk about Usher and see if we have any Super Bowl predictions. And you know, our predictions ain't about who gonna win, okay? We got different thought process, okay? But let's continue, all right? So if you saw that interview, drop me a comment so I can take a look, all right? So wonderful, wonderful interview. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I went down the Shay Shay rabbit hole, and I've watched so many interviews and so many people he featured we have worked with. So it's going to be a lot more of these. All right. So I wanted to talk about working with Usher. Um, so I will say our team has been blessed to work with him. I have not worked with Usher myself directly. Um, we have had quite a few music videos and background opportunities to work with him, but I feel like the one that really was more intense was the Las Vegas residency. So I basically was contacted. You know, we're like one of the plugs for pole and aerial performers. If you don't know, I come from the background dance world, the choreography world. So my first gig was pole dancing behind Lil Wayne. So from that moment forward, when people are looking for stage ready pole dancers, exceptional talent for the stage, you know, we're a go-to, we're a plug, you know, for that type of exceptional talent, you know, because we have the mix of the the performers, the choreography, that kind of thing. So round of the Las Vegas residency, you know, this was all very new. Pandemic was still very much in the forefront. People were basically doing virtual auditions, you know, and it was like, wow, the concert circuit wasn't even back up and rolling. Vegas shows had stopped for a while, but they were back rolling. So it was one of the few places to go and actually do shows. So I remember for me, I definitely was doing more agency type of bookings because a lot of the auditions required you be vaccinated, and I didn't have the vaccination, so I wasn't auditioning for anything because this is when it was like legit. You had to show papers proving you were vaccinated. They were going to double check, their resources and those kind of things. And I was just too scared to lie about it, kind of thing. So, I talked to my team that, was vaccinated and was like, hey, y'all, we really need to submit, for this gig. So it was quite a process, like several rounds and rounds. We submitted pole dancers, we submitted skaters, and we went through several rounds. We got 2 rounds of callbacks, and we had a final audition where we set up our Zoom cameras. Let me tell you something. If you don't know about us, we some Zoomers, okay? So when they said that the audition was gonna be Zoom, when I tell you we came into the studio, we got multiple camera angles, okay? We're gonna make sure you get all of this energy. And the choreographers were on the other end of the Zoom cam, and whoever else in the we really aren't sure who all was there, but you thinking to yourself like, I bet that camera in the middle is Usher. I bet that camera on the right is the choreographer. You're just kind of trying to figure out who's watching you, but this is the like third round of callback, so it's a very important group of people watching you. So it was like really cool to see so many of our athletes push forward to this round, and we waited and waited and waited for callbacks, and we were waiting and waiting for callbacks, and there was so much anxiety, in waiting for the callbacks because the list of shows, y'all, the list of shows, it was so many shows to where a lot of our athletes already had bookings, already had virtual shows or already had events going on, but everybody was willing to bet on it because there wasn't really any live shows that was competing, at the time. The touring life, was down, the live shows was down, the concerts was down. It was like one of the best shots. So, we're waiting, and right where we started to think that we weren't going to hear anything back, we received some callbacks, and Crystal Belcher pushed through that first leg of the Las Vegas residency. So super proud of Crystal. And shout out to Crystal. Okay, shoot. Okay, and who made it through the call, because let me tell you something. Put that on your resume, okay? Put that on your resume. Put that you were a finalist for Usher Las Vegas. Put something on there, because that's a hard audition to pass through. Everyone from everywhere. I'm talking about top shelf. We had people submitting that wasn't even in the States, just to make sure we had more bodies to push through. So that is quite an accomplishment. Let me get me some water, y'all. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let me see if y'all in here. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about something over here? Ooh, I got some comments. What y'all talking about over here? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah, buddy. Yes. Welcome. Glad you could make it. I couldn't get it to swipe over, but I'm glad that y'all are here, honey. And I got some comments in there. Well, I saw a comment in there. I'm coming forward when I get done talking about Usher. Okay. So basically Crystal Belcher pushed through, and she had quite a few things lined up, and some things we were able to move around, some things we were able to reset, but everybody was very understanding that she booked Usher and she needed to move some things around. So that was really a wonderful experience. That was like the first leg of the Las Vegas residency. Yeah. And on this leg, it was a young lady I met her during the P Valley auditions. Her name is Isis the Goddess, and she ended up being in the same set as Crystal, and she was the lead in the middle of Bad Girl, which was super exciting. Y'all, when I took ethics, like, she worked so hard routines. She had so much to contribute to the show. We came out to the initial show. It wasn't open to the public yet. It was just friends and family. So it was really nice to travel to Vegas. And I've been to Vegas quite a bit, but this was my first time going to see one of my agency athletes. So it just definitely hit different. And I got that, that up close and personal, feel as a friend and family member, as opposed to, being a patron of the show. So we got to see the show before it became the show. And it was interesting to me because you could feel you could feel all of the family energy in the room. And as we looked around talking to different people, it was like, oh, well, who's your friend? Oh my friend's doing this. Oh, my friend's a skater in the show. Or my friend's a this in the show. And it was just really nice to be amongst family, other people that were super proud of their friend being on the stage. Crystal, man, she definitely had a huge year. Like, she auditioned for so many things. She pushed through to Usher. Her show Frogger, that she shot in Australia, aired. And now she's touring with Spice, the dancehall queen. So she really, really like did her thing, and it was a joy to see her in the show. Just like showing out and being a Vegas showgirl. And doing the after parties and making all the connections and working directly with Usher himself. Like, that's something that you gotta love for the resume. So I definitely had to go back and see the show again. I went again with this time I went with Crystal's family. I love Crystal's family, okay? They are just the funniest bunch. They love to have fun. They are a group of baddies, so whenever we hang out, it's always VIP everything. It's always red carpet everything, because they're just a group of beautiful, fine sisters. I'm telling you, Crystal mama's so fine. Okay, listen to me. Her mama is so fine. Her mama too fine. Okay, I love pushing her forward, but like, go ahead, talk to him. Okay, because she gonna and get them together. Have them one Crystal mama. Mm. So I went back to see the show. At this time when I went as a patron with Crystal's family, of course, and we had a great time. Saw different people in the audience. Saw like Tank in the audience. Just kind of like chilling, watching the show. It was a ton of celebrities in the building, but of course, Tank is who I noticed while I was there, and I got to see some of the changes of the show. I love some of the changes they made with the choreography, and of course, it was great. Seeing my bud shine. And it was also sweet knowing more of the on the stage, because now this time I knew the other poets show, and of course I had Crystal up there, and of course I already knew Isis. Just super happy for everybody, and happy for the sport of pole elevating into a Vegas show with Black people. We add soul and sauce to things differently. So it was nice seeing us there. And it was nice seeing the Atlanta culture, because a lot of times when people go to Vegas, we stop being Atlanta and you try to be what Vegas wants you to be. And baby, Vegas is ready. Vegas want to see Atlanta, okay? Whereas before, it definitely was a shift, because I feel like the world didn't respect Atlanta the way it does now. But now you're gonna put some respect on the ATL. Ah, I got sound effects. Come on, give it to me. Yee! One time, okay? So, let's see. So now the current Usher show that's happening, I also have a story about that. So of course, the Usher residency has gone crazy. Everybody and their auntie mama has showed up to the show. The pandemic has been declared over with, and people are back outside, and everybody's making sure they go see this Vegas show. And they had more auditions, right? So this time we were blessed to host some of the auditions at the world famous Vertical Joe's in Atlanta. And it was nice seeing all the beautiful athletes lined up, ready to show up, show out. I'm talking about it was people from everywhere. So it was so many Atlanta athletes. I love seeing Atlanta represent. I also love seeing just the line of people outside. Like I miss those days. Like I come from the curtain call audition experience. You know what I mean? Sorry, curtain call, cattle call. I come from the cattle call audition experience. Okay, where you outside with a herd of people, you audition with a herd of people. Okay, and you you pray to stand out of the group of people. You thought you had the audition to secure your bag. So I miss live audition art, especially with all this pandemic influencer stuff, virtual stuff. A lot of people don't know how to audition in person. So I love seeing an in-person audition and seeing the multiple rounds and seeing people shine. And I saw a lot of familiar faces in that audition, which was wonderful. That audition process, I'm sure, was grueling. It was multiple rounds. We had people go multiple rounds. Um, it was a crazy process. Um, I remember. So if you haven't seen the recent show, the cast members, the lead had the joy of multiple times during P Valley. Now, Maria Jade was a star when we met her. Okay, let's just be clear about that. She's always been like the top tier girl wherever she is. I remember her from the dance circuit, from the club circuit. She's always been a badass showgirl, and P Valley basically reignited her already existing flame because she had pretty much retired, was doing more. I mean, she may have still done bookings, but she kind of moved more into like management world. She's a mother. She does a lot of things. She's a chef. She's a lot of things, but she basically had sort of retired, and P Valley wanted those OG style tricks, that showgirl energy that a lot of new athletes don't have that same sauce. Just to be honest with you, when you don't train the same way, when you don't have the same grit, when you don't have to audition in person, when you don't have to fight for your spot, you audition differently and you present differently. People who have been through like battle style dance, battle style polling, or have had to audition and fight for their spot, they got a different performance energy about themselves, just super raw. So basically, we were honored to see Massacre because we hadn't seen her, in a bit because P Valley. We had the actors strike going on, and she's an actress now, as well. Um, so everybody was just kind of like at a standstill as well, and and was like she needed to come in, and she had like a major opportunity, and I was very excited because we got to whip out our Zoom skills as we always do with the multiple angles. And I already knew what time it was because I knew there were multiple layers of auditions and calls and, and things, just looking for the right athlete to join the show, So when I got the call from her, it really kind of reminded me of P Valley, as well, when they were like, oh, we're sending you an athlete. We want to basically like recondition her for, for the show, bring out those old tricks, add in some new ones, those kind of things. So it was really just kind of like deja vu. um, and I will say that for Massacre, I love this for her. I feel like joining this show is something just way big for the culture of pole, for the culture of entertainers, for the culture of dancers. Everybody who goes to see Usher show always talks about the pole dance set. And just seeing us on a Vegas stage, uh, performing to Atlanta music, Atlanta artists, and taking everybody through the Atlanta journey, and having bona fide working pole dancers and aerialists that are at the top of their craft representing is just priceless, So it was really great to see her make her mark in that show. So it's been a wonderful journey. So shout out to Maria J, the Massacre, honey. Okay, because she definitely hit the show. The show was, full throttle, already popping, already a success, which is why I think it was even more pressure when you're adding more to the show or changing up the show to make sure that you are, bringing in the right talent that's going to be ready to help take the show to the next level. So I love that for Maria. So with that said, I want to know from y'all, what are your favorite Usher songs? Drop that for me in the comments. Like, what are your favorite Usher songs? Okay, give me like your Usher top three. I feel like everybody got one. Everybody like Usher. Um, then, if you have worked with Usher, I want you to drop that in the comments too, okay? Because I know my Atlanta people. Let me know if you have worked with Usher before. What was your experience like? Did you have a great time? Did you feel like you were a part of a history making moment? Like, what was it like for you working with Usher Raymond? Let me tell you something. When I went back for this show with Massacre, y'all, first of all, I was all over Las Vegas. I went to every show while I was there. I was getting my entire life. Because I had already seen the show twice, and I seen every clip that Massacre has shared and every clip that the internet has shared. I have not seen the show with Massacre actually in it. But when I was in Vegas, I went to a different show, and Massacre laid out the red carpet for me with the after party, y'all. And I had been to the shows, but I had never been to the after party, y'all. I watched the pole athletes perform. They ate, I mean, ate it up. They had their own set. They got to really, we only get a portion of them in the show. And I know if you're like me, you're like, dang, I want to see more pole. I want to see more of the athletes. I want to see more pole dancing. So I got to see all the pole dancing I ever wanted to see. And it was multiple songs. They gave us a rotation. So you got to see Massacre shine, but you also saw the other athletes shine, saw Kennedy shine. Like, everybody was showing out. Then she had did her thing. She had took me backstage, to the backstage area. The whole entourage was there. There were choreographers that I didn't get to meet, in person, that I had, talked to. I got to chop it up with them, which was really cool. And then after that portion of it, we went to like the private party area where Usher was. And it was in this area that was hidden by like a bookshelf. It kind of had like a secret door, which was really cool. So now we're like in a two DJ who was killing it, and Usher and all of his like exclusive guests. So that was really, really nice to be able to, interact with everybody from the show, to be able to talk to Usher, and the DJ and the camp. Like, it was just a really cool vibe. Everybody was really cool, really, really friendly, kind of thing. So it was really, really nice. I was flying out like that next morning, like really early. So I left right after. But shout out to Massacre, because sometimes when you are, and I know from like touring, a lot of times, people, you can look out for people, and sometimes you can't look out for people, and sometimes people understand, and sometimes people don't understand. But I just want to say thank you, Massacre, for rolling out the red carpet for your girl, because I love a red carpet event. Okay, so I had a great time hanging out with Massacre, and I haven't actually seen her in person since. I just been tuned into her page, because she has all the fun things going on. So now we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. Okay. I would ask who will win the game, but I don't care. I don't give a damn who wins the game. That ain't what my prediction is about. My predictions are for the Super Bowl, y'all. I want to know from you, who do you think Usher is going to feature in the Super Bowl? Okay. Who will be his features? And do you think pole dancing will be a part of the Super Bowl show? Okay. This is Okay, this is what I want to know. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. I need to know. I want to know. I want to know. Okay. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Okay. I need to know. All right. So I have a couple of predictions for you. Are you ready for? All right. Four features. Okay. I think that Usher is for sure going to do yeah. How you not gonna do yeah, right? And how you gonna do yeah at the Super Bowl without Ludacris, okay? And how you and Lovers and Friends, is the jam. How you gonna do Lovers and Friends without Ludacris and Lil Jon? All right. So I'm gonna say the features got to be Lil Jon and Luda. Like, I don't know way. Okay. Now I know Usher has had a ton of worked with so many different artists, but I just feel like these two features are a must. Okay. Now, regarding pole dancing, all right, we've had pole dancing in the Super Bowl, but subtly. When J pole dancing around the time that she did Hustlers, okay? But it was, very discreet, so to speak. But it was definitely still pole dancing at the Super Bowl. So do not believe that pole dancing is going to be there. However, I believe that there will be pole dancing in the show, because I just feel like it's 2024. Okay, y'all can't still be, and you damn sure shouldn't be mad about twerk. Okay, I feel like Usher is gonna bring the entire Atlanta experience to the Super Bowl, and he is gonna very oh so classy have a pole dancing scene, because I don't know anybody who goes to this Vegas residency and doesn't enjoy the skaters and the polers. Okay. So I think that pole dancing is going to be in this show. Okay. I think that the athletes are in Usher's show, I feel like Usher's giving me MC Hammer energy. Okay, so I feel like he's gonna bring his whole tribe through there. Okay, everybody's gonna come through there. Everybody's gonna be in the show. Everybody's gonna be in the Super Bowl. All right, and it's gonna make even crazier, legendary lane for the ATL. Okay, so I think Poland is going to be in the Super Bowl. All right, but that's my prediction. Okay, I don't know who will win the game. I don't care. All right, but these are the features I think are going to be there, and that's what I think is going to happen. All right. So with that said, that is it for our Vertical Joe's Does Usher. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this chit chat about, just a little look into our world of working with these amazing athletes. Out one more time, Lil Jon. Come on, Luda. Okay. Now I haven't worked with Little John before, But when I was younger, when Scrappy dropped What They Gonna Do, I did that video shoot. So I feel like that's my closest alignment with Little John. And of course, we have worked with Ludacris. So you know I got to bring you a Vertical Joe's Does Ludacris, because we definitely had some epic work and epic moments with Ludacris. All right. So with that said, I'm going to let y'all know. I will leave the link for this Amazon dress for you, the description. All right. Don't forget about our virtual lap dance for lovers on February 10th. Okay. And don't forget to grab this amazing book, Pole Dancer by Nikki St. John. And don't forget, we are launching the Zebras Lair in Decatur, where it's greater, in the ATL Hope. All right, February 13th is the first date. All right, so that is it for today. I hope you had a great time. Okay, let me see what else I got for you. Look, I got toys, y'all. Look. Ah, you hear that? Listen. Hey, listen. Hey, come on. Listen to me. Listen. Wait a minute. Wait. I got another one. Listen. So we are definitely going to be having a ball with all of our lives and all of our podcasts. All right, in 2024. All right, so that's it for today. I'm going to see y'all later, buds. Let's see what's going on in these comments with y'all. What y'all talking about? What is we saying over here? What my friends talking about in my chat box? Okay, let's see how I do it. I'm coming to y'all in my chat box. Let's see. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Hey. Let's see here. Chat box. Look at me all in the screen. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Platinum Chef, guess what? My day is going amazing because we got our podcast going on, and I'm so glad that you stopped by to say hello. All right. Period. I'm going to see you on the interwebs. All right. Bye, buds.